Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first review for today. Is going to be for Jack Grealish. This card is 5'11", high medium work rates, right-footed, 4-star skills with a 3-star weak foot. Jack Grealish in game, guys. Let's take a look at this bad boy, Jack Grealish. Okay, so this card in game, guys, we were going to try him out on the Hunter chemistry style initially, right? So he's either going to be a controlled player or an explosive player, depending on which type of play style that you want. You guys know me. I really like explosive players. It just suits my playstyle more because it's based off of like quick dribbles, quick passes, attacking AI kind of stuff, right? So I like to work with that mostly. The reason why you currently see the finisher chemistry style on this card is because if I give him the Hunter chemistry style, right? The shooting is not going to be high enough. He's going to be a controlled player, sure. And if you're using that in the side positions, you could totally do that, right? Because of the 95 acceleration, 92 sprint speed. But I feel like his dribbling is also not in an ideal area because I'm familiar with his dribbling from last year's game. And yes, the mechanics work differently this year, but I feel like it's going to make the most sense to give him a finisher as of right now. You kind of hope that, you know, in the future, if he does get upgraded, they improve base card stats of agility, balance, and dribbling on the card so that you can kind of focus on giving him other things like either the Hawk chemistry style or the Hunter chemistry style, right? So definitely a card that looks like it needs upgrades in those areas for that to be utilized. So we will be trying him out on both the Hunter chemistry style and the finisher one, right? So different play styles, also different in the shooting and dribbling department, right? Passing on the card is going to be in a good area, which is fantastic because if you want to use him as a cam or a sided player, you can totally do that. Dribbling, we will be experimenting with because of the 5'11" height with a unique body type. Defensive stats, he has none, and then he does have an 85 for stamina, which is a pretty decent cutoff depending on where you want to use him in the attacking areas. With this card, guys, in game, we are going to be using him in the striker position, the cam position for the most part. And then we're also going to be using him a little bit on the side positions too, like not too often, but we'll see. We'll see. The instructions for the striker is always stay central, so we'll just keep it like that. I'm very curious to see what his high medium work rate is going to be like, considering the fact that he's either going to be explosive or a controlled player. So yeah, we'll see what he's like. Hopefully he's a beast. Oh, dude, Dirk Kite. What are we doing there, my boy? Okay, I'll take that. Jackie boy Grealish. Oh, the pass registered after. I didn't expect that at all. Nice goal. We'll take that. So what I'm noticing so far, Jack Grealish, is that obviously if you play him in the middle, you probably have to give him a different chemistry style, right? Like a finisher or something. Because he does do a lot of drag touches without a dribbling boost. So I want to see what it's like with it. Nice goal, boys. Good build-up play. Yeah, so I wanted to try a strike with a weak foot from a poor angle to see how obvious it would be. Pretty obvious, not gonna lie to you. In a situation like that, you do have to go out at 45. Like, that's facing away from the goal, so it's gonna be less consistency, right? Bounty. Nice. Well done, well done. 65. Oh. We take those. Build up play. Good job, boys. Good job. That was weird, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Probably not the best choice of skill moves. Nice, Grealish. Good finish, good finish. Changing him to a finisher, it just makes more sense. Like, I gotta give him the dribbling boost, man. While boosting his shooting quite significantly. Oh, he had to set up there. That's why going for the outside foot shot is better. Like, the fact that he had to turn his body kind of wasted time there. Touch. I didn't expect him to go on his left foot there. I really didn't, but sometimes you work with what the game gives you, you know? A little slow in the initial acceleration there. Would have been nice if it was better. That was a sick goal, man. That was a sick goal. I like the movement there, man. The movement was really good. Speed up leg in 2022. If I got the quick touch after the croqueta there, I would have had really good space to work with on the attack. Yeah, poor mistimed offside trap there. Their kite's well positioned. We take the goal. Got on the white time there. Dirk kite's well positioned afterwards, though. Solid, solid, solid stuff. Let's go, Jackie boy. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, good to get that fake shot, to get that finesse shot angle with him. No. Oh, jam? You know I got that jam. Got that jam. No trouble. When you're too close to the goalkeeper, there's no chance. Yeah, if I don't have finisher on him, that dribbling is not going to pop off, I'll tell you that much. What a pass. Always need that drag touch. Well done, Grealish. Oh, what are these random touches? I don't expect this, EA. Ah, it's a really well weighted pass initially. Diogo Jota's rare gold card ain't doing work for me there. Oh! Comes right back to me, lol. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the new Jack Grealish card. So, guys, this is definitely a card that would do well with upgrades. Like, the upgrades in the future, if he does get any, would definitely be a huge plus for him because I feel like he requires it to kind of like fully utilize it, right? As of right now, if you were to use this card in your team, even in the side positions, right? Like you're playing that 4-2-3-1 or you're playing him in the left wing position, if your build-up play is not completely ratty and you don't want to just do through balls all the time, a finisher chemistry style, this card actually performs pretty decently in game. He's not bad to work with whatsoever. Obviously, a few things here and there are going to be noticeable. So obviously, with him having the 3-star weak foot, that'll be noticeable from time to time. I was using him at cam as well as the striker position. And I noticed that him being on explosive with a finisher was significantly better. When I had him on the hunter, that is something you would give him if he's mainly playing in the side positions in your team, right? So I don't know, you're trying to build like a Man City squad or an English team of some sort. Hunter will definitely make the most sense in those side areas. For me though, I feel like with agility and balance and shooting stats being really low, the finisher was definitely a really helpful thing to work with, especially when I got the strikes on his strong foot. But the 3-star weak foot, like I said, is going to be noticeable from time to time. You'll still be able to score it from time to time, of course, but I feel like improving the finishing as much as possible, it would just be very, very ideal to work with. Like I said, I was playing him mainly through the middle because the card is currently formatted for it, right? Because pace, having a little bit of pace in the side position is still helpful, right? A little bit of it to kind of like do a through ball and then be able to go back and stuff. It's still very helpful. But because this card is an explosive accelerate, he's still usable in this game. If you use him in the side positions, you just have to be more mindful of the pace. For instance, I use Bernardo Silva sometimes in the lamb position, and yeah, he doesn't have the pace, so I don't force those through balls to him. But when we look at his general movement across the pitch, it's still very good in that area. But again, you just have to be mindful of the pace. You're not going to force the ball too much with him. In the future, if this card gets any sort of upgrades, giving him a hawk would definitely be very, very cool. I do feel like this is one of those cards, though, in my opinion, where it's just completely formatted for like a finisher or just something where you could potentially give him like an engine chemistry style like that. That's the main one that I'm genuinely looking at because they would improve base card stats and shooting significantly or something, right? Like it definitely looks like a very strangely formatted card. Hopefully, if he does get upgrades in the future, EA actually formats him correctly, because here's the thing. When these are live cards and they could potentially get upgraded, EA a lot of the times do some wild things to them, right? With the potential upgrades that they give. This card is one of those types of cards where it needs massive ones to be able to kind of like fully utilize a card that could potentially get upgraded, right? So as of right now, definitely usable in a finisher chemistry style, needs those improvements for sure, but I enjoyed using him on the finisher because it makes him an explosive player. His finishing was drastically increased, and I feel like the movement across the pitch was significantly better. If I were to use him, generally speaking, in my team, using him as a striker wouldn't be terrible, but the 3-star weak foot's very inconsistent, right? It would be mostly the cam position, so one of his actual positions that you can play him in, right? But like I said, if you're playing him as a ram in your team in a 4-2-3-1, it's still very usable to work with because he has the proper attacking AI and all that kind of stuff, right? But yeah, just one of those types of cards as of right now. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.